Directly from 42nd Street in Midtown Manhattan, New York, I am your host Harbin and you're watching my channel YOLO, You Only Live Once. How come a 6.89% I bond beats a 9.62% I bond in just 4 years? That's the topic today. I bonds are the bonds issued by treasuries, and there is a limit on how much you can buy. You can actually buy them only through Treasury Direct and for up to $10,000. But the good part about I bond, and it has been basically last year, was quite in the news that it was offering 9.62% interest rate. And that 9.62% interest rate was solely based on the inflation last year. With the inflation coming down, that inflation rate has gone down to 6.49%. Now the people who bought the bonds between May 1st, 2020 and October 31st, 2022 got a base rate of only 0%. So the investor who bought the I bond between May 1st, 2020 and October 31st, 2022 got a base rate of 0% on those bonds, while they were able to enjoy the 9.62% interest rate during the last year. Going forward, their interest rate will be based on the inflation rate solely, while the investor who bought actually after November 2022 are currently buying in February or March till March, they are getting a I bond with a base rate of 0.4%. So now going forward, their bond rate is going to be 6.89% instead of 6.49%. And that 0.4% additional will basically return them more interest than they would have gotten with 6 months of 9.62% interest. So the lesson here is that it's better to actually have I bond with base rates, so that when the inflations are high, you get inflation rate on top of it, so and your composite rates will be much higher. Think about the people who actually invested in I bonds during during 2000. So the bonds were introduced to US public in 1998, but people who invested in I bond during the year 2000, they actually had the best deal ever. The people who bought in May of 2000 till October 31st, 2000 actually had a base rate of 3.6%. From 1998 to 2000, the base rate was actually pretty good. The 1998, it started with a 3.4%, but the max rate came to 3.6%. And with that base rate, people who actually bought I bond during that time enjoy basically currently interest rate, composite interest rate of 10.2%, while last year at the peak they were enjoying interest rate of 13.39%. So the lesson here is that you should basically look out for bonds, I bonds, when the base rates is high, and then actually invest. But if you are unable to basically do it, just invest every year. I bonds are best, safest way to invest your money, and it's inflation protected. It has two rates, the base rate plus the inflation rate. So if you look at my 3-year investment in I bonds, I actually had first one in 2021, and I enjoyed a couple of good inflation rate, but it actually came with zero base rate. The I bond investment in 2022 also enjoyed a very good rate, the 9.62% inflation rate, but it also came with 0% base rate. But the I bond which I bought in February of 2023 came with a base rate of 0.4%. So if you can look at the current interest rates, which is going to be from May 1st to October 31st of 2023, is going to be 6.48% for my older bonds, but 6.89% for the one I bought in February, which is 0.4% higher because of the base rate. So now going forward, my purchase of this year I bond will always be 0.4% higher than my other two bonds for the next 30 years till I basically redeem these. So whenever you get chance to basically buy a I bond at a higher base rate, purchase it. Or to be on the safe side, you should just purchase it every year so that you can actually then enjoy the rates basically whenever they are changing. And if you have an issue, it changes twice a year, so you can actually buy every 6 months 5,000 each. Thereby you will be able to always catch the base rate increase if you have to. I hope you like this topic, and if you like this topic, you enjoy this video, please subscribe to my channel, like the video and leave a comment.